good evening. We're going to do a divine masculine, divine feminine, mutual energy check today. Let's see how we're feeling. Welcome back to the channel. Before we proceed, go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. That way you can get notifications for the new video posting, as well as help the channel grow. Comment below. Good feedback is always welcome. So thank you for joining us this evening. So let's take a look. Too many. I'm not having a good time with this deck. 4 cups. Fool. Knight of Swords in reverse. Moon. Five of Swords and Justice. Okay. Divine Feminine. Knight of Swords. 7 of Cups. King of Swords in reverse. Tower. Five of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the Emperor. Mutual. Hierophant. Chariot. 10 of Wands. Death. Hermit. And the Ace of Pentacles reverse. Bottom of the deck. I don't know if y'all can see that. Knight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I have the lights on. The sun kind of went away. I guess it's supposed to rain again or what. I don't know. So let's talk about it. We have the Four Cups and the Fool off top for the masculine. I'm feeling he's a little bored, discontent, feeling like he missed opportunities, disenchanted with something, not feeling very lucky, let's say, in a situation whether it doesn't necessarily have to be with the feminine. Somehow, some way, he just feels like what he has in front of him, he don't want. But if you look closely, there's a hand under that cup, and I've never noticed it. Do you see that hand under this rainbow cup? the one that's lighting up behind her, but she's looking this way, and then the rainbow light is up. He's not even paying attention to what's being offered. He just knows he wants to take a leap of faith. He wants to be free. Almost like he's just gonna do a backward swan dive off a cliff. I mean, that's pretty much the energy of the Fool card. She doesn't really have much in her hand. She got a stick and a crystal. Can you see that crystal? And she got some kind of wand or a stick. So he may be wanting to just take a leap of faith. He go for it. Take a shot in the dark. But whatever it is, he's not communicating. He's not moving forward. You're not a sword is running. If you see in this card, he's running towards a motorcycle to put the pedal to the metal. There we go. I don't know why that escaped me, but yeah, but it's up in reverse. So he's not making moves. He's just sitting there bored, disenchanted, discontent, feeling like he missed the opportunity, but and he wants to take a leap of faith, but he's not doing anything about it. He's not communicating it either. That the Knight of Swords is your talking knight. One of the best communicators as a knight. Because again, we have the moon energy. We had this come out multiple times for Divine Masculine. Hidden emotions, just howling in the moon, drowning. This woman here, she's underwater. She's drowning in emotions. The wolves are howling at the moon in the dark. He's just feeling his way there. And the moon could also be secrets, still hiding secrets, not spilling his emotions, not communicating his emotions could be the combination between the two. But, yeah, I don't... the want is there. I'm not seeing action. So, maybe your masculine needs like a push forward. I'm not quite sure. It feels like he's in his ego and feels justified behind it. He's being selfish. That's your Five of Swords. Your almost narcissist-like card. Is selfish, is controlling, is winning at all cost, and doing what's best for you, not necessarily anybody else involved in the situation. In this one, he looks like he's in a mental head fog, like he's not quite sure on what just happened, what took place, what's going on. That's one of the caution tales of the Five of Swords. Try not to be as selfish. So maybe your Divine Masculine is being selfish at this time, and he feels justified for it. He feels like it's well within his rights to be selfish, and it may very well be that way, depending on what his life is like outside of the connection. If you guys are in separation and you don't know what's going on, it may be justified that he's feeling this way. He may have issues with the family. He may have issues with siblings and parents and children and money, or issues at work. But whatever it is, he feels justified for being selfish. So, if he comes back around, as of today, he's in a little bit of a selfish mode, okay? He's not going to be very communicative. He's not going to be very emotional. He's still going to hide it. He's going to keep his secrets. So when approached, don't expect for him to be an open book. He's not going to be an open book. He's not going to just, oh, I love you, and, have this tidal wave or monsoon of emotions coming towards you. He's just not feeling that way. He's bored, discontent, dissatisfied. with whatever he's placed in, what's placed in front of him. Let's just say that. We can clarify in a minute. I want to move on to Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, you have the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Your Eight of Swords is your mental entrapment, self-imposed imprisonment, being mentally bogged down, tied down. The Seven of Cups is your options, your choices, your confusion, your illusions. Options, you're not sure of what way to go, what choice to make, what decision you even have to make. I'm feeling a lot of confusion with Divine Feminine. It may be because of how your Divine Masculine is behaving towards you if you're in communication. So I feel like you may not even know how to proceed with your masculine at this time. You may be confused about where are y'all going. What are my options here? What exactly are we doing? His behaviors or communication may be conflicting with what he's presented in the past, or what he's presented in the recent past. So I'm picking up an energy of you being confused and not quite in a logical mind. Here with your King of Swords, you're not quite sure. You feel like he may be cold, or not quite. I am losing a lot of light. It looks dark. Sorry guys if you guys can see that, but the King of Swords is normally your good communicator, your logical one, analytical one. In reverse, you're not really using too much logic in this situation. The Tower moment, that's upheaval, epiphanies, sudden striking events. You may be having illogical thoughts that might strike a chord and cause conflict. Here with your Five of Wands. Five of Wands is your inner conflict. It could be mental. It could be outer conflict with just having an argument with your Divine Masculine, or about this, about where you guys are going. Since you're so confused, you want to communicate. You want to take control of the situation. You have the Eight of Wands and the Emperor. I don't feel you want to, and also, you want to take control and communicate, but you also may want to communicate with your Divine Masculine. Iron out your emotions and your thoughts before communication. You can't really take control of a situation if it's not. Like I said, based on these up here, I'm not feeling like Divine Feminine, you're in the right frame of mind to have a conversation. It may come out illogical. It may come out harsh. It may cause a Tower moment. So be careful with having conversations when you're in these kind of energies. You just spinning thoughts round and round, confusion, any, meeny, miny, mo. You have to be careful with those thoughts. If it's a confusion, step away from the thoughts of your Divine Masculine in this connection. Come back with a fresher mind. If you need to write it out, get pen and paper, write out your thoughts on some paper. And then if they are negative, read it out loud to yourself. Is that truly how you feel about your Divine Masculine? No? Okay. Burn the paper. Burn those negative words up. If they are positive, good feelings, and you like that, read it over and over again to remind yourself when you get back in this confusing state of mind that this is just a moment. That's just a thought. When you control your mind, you control your reality. So if you are thinking negative thoughts about your Divine Masculine over here, just because he's feeling justified being in his ego, that may not have nothing to do with you. It may have to do with his outer world aside from you. Okay. Mutual energy. Both of you guys are looking at a higher level of commitment and wanting to move forward. Higher knowledge, getting out of whatever is going on. If it's stagnant and it's not moving, you guys want to commit together and move forward. You want to rock this out together. You know, make a commitment and move forward. Having a higher knowledge of how to move forward too. You got to get a different perspective on what needs to be tackled to proceed forward. Okay? You both also feel like, you know, you feel weighed down by the transformation that needs to undergo in this relationship. So whatever divine masculine has to work on, he's feeling burdened with the Ten of Wands. Whatever divine feminine needs to work on, she feels burdened by whatever she needs to work on, or however she may need to turn this around. So if it's setting up boundaries, it may be a burden. It may be something hard to do. If it's, hey, finances or being independent from your masculine, whatever the case may be, it's one of those things to where you got to look beyond what's in front of you. If you look on the death card, it's not just this cloaked figure, it's this forestry in the back. There's something after that, beyond this cloaked figure. So look beyond that. Take your rose tinted glasses off, or your doom and gloom button. Don't call Mayday. Pimp down, man in distress. Don't do that. Take your time. Both of you have gone inside in hermit mode, not really wanting to give an offer or have a new beginning at this time. You may be taking a different look at the situation to see what it is that you guys do want to offer. I mean, it's there in the upright, or you guys may be going on the inside like, why is it not upright? You may be looking at it like, why is it not how I would like it to be? If you listen to your intuition and go deep inside in hermit mode, quiet the noise. You can actually hear a lot better when you don't have a lot of noise. If you don't have any alone time to yourself, if you have kids, if you have a very busy life, most of the time people that do have busy lives, they go in hermit mode and they don't want to come out. So sometimes just you have to check in with yourself. Check in. Both of you guys should probably take a look into checking into the relationship, because if this here is in the middle, you both want to move forward, you both feel burdened, you both need to feel like y'all need to go on the inside about this. It's good, it's a good thing, but that burden part, the burden of it is one of those things where, why do I feel burdened? Why? Go inside, take a deeper look. Why do you feel burdened? Is it because of people around you? Is it because of your surroundings? Is it the day-to-day life that you guys have built for yourself? What exactly is it that's making you feel burdened? Is it the emotions? Is it the behavior of your counterpart? I mean, it could be several different things, but definitely going inside is going to bring that clarity and insight that's needed here, especially for both of the counterparts. I'm seeing divine masculine drowning in emotion, bored, discontent, just blah. I mean, if you ask divine masculine, based on this, how his life is going, it may be just meh. It's not good. It's not bad. This is not for me right now. Divine feminine, her answer, if you ask her how her life's going, she may be like, man, I don't even know at this point. I can't call it. I just want to talk. I want to talk. I want to get this out. So just be careful on those energies. Definitely be mindful on the thoughts as well, because it could come back to bite you. Let's pull some clarifiers. Why is Why is he bored? Why the 4 cups though? The Hermit card is in this on this deck. Actually reminds me of imagery that I was explaining to a friend of mine. As I feel like I'm sitting on top of a mountain watching the village burn. As I'm in hermit mode, I'm not really inviting too many people in my space, my inner circle, my space, but the hermit mode card in that deck is perfect, except for the village is not below. I'll show you. The village is not below. The person's sitting on top of it, sitting on top of the mountain, just chilling on it. And the way I was looking at it is like, this is me. I would have a house somewhere back here, and then down here would be like a whole village on fire. Now, the crazy part of it is I'm just watching people make a mess of their life and running around pouring gasoline on their house when it's on fire. Now, that may be a horrible way to look at something, but that was the imagery that came in my head as I watched several people in my circle do some foolery. Now, I don't judge people's situation or lives, but if you're asking for help and you're adding to the problem by pouring gasoline on your house and you want the fire to be put out, I can't participate in the foolery. So, it's just one of those things to be mindful of. So, as long as you guys are taking positive steps forward, not negative steps, this should be okay. The burden is only a mindset. Let's see. Let's clarify 4 cups. And another thing, if somebody wants to pour gasoline on their burning house, let them. Don't try to stop them. Don't try to dissuade them, even if it is your divine masculine or divine feminine. It don't matter how you look at it. Put yourself where you fit. But if your house is burning and I told you use that water over there, or that water puts out fire, why would you grab the gasoline can? Boredom and discontent, 4 cups. Because he wants to start this new beginning and passion and move forward, but he's nervous about it. So wherever he is in life, mentally, emotionally, his thoughts are here. He does not like his. I'm just gonna say how I'm picking up the energy. He don't like his outer world, and he wants to start this passionate new beginning and move forward, but whatever it is making him nervous. He has anxiety about it. He may even be feeling a little bit depressed about where he's bored at, or what he's bored about, discontent about. What's the Fool? Why the Fool? King of Swords. He's ready to do some cutting. He's ready to ready to communicate. He's ready to start being logical, making decisions, being decisive, being analytical about the situation. Company with the Knight of Pentacles. He's not trying to be reckless. This isn't your reckless knight. He's planning, plotting The Knight of Pentacles is methodical. He moves slow. We also have the Knight of Pentacles in this deck. Sorry, hold on. That's my bad grip. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. At the bottom of this deck. So he's wanting to move forward. The want to move forward is there. King of Swords twice. Chariot twice. Knight of Pentacles twice-ish. So, why is he not talking though? Because he's out of his head about a ending, a painful ending. Something may have ended in his life or about to end or in the process of ending. But he's no longer in his head about it. He's no longer mentally entrapped. So, feminine, you're upright. You're in your head. You're masculine, whatever he got going on. He's coming up out of his head. So, Work on your thoughts. Take a inner reflection. If you're in hermit mode, stay there until you can come out of your mental entrapment. Knight of Swords, your Eight of Swords. A lot of air energy for your masculine. He may be in his head a lot these days. Swords. A painful ending. It may be the ending between you guys. So you guys going into separation. He may have another ending in his life that you may not know about. He may not be talking about it. Definitely not talking about it. Knight of Swords in reverse. But he wants a stable new beginning. We have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles to start a journey, to start fresh. But it is immature. It's not necessarily the thing you can hang your hat on for years to come. But that's probably why he's not talking about it right now, because it is something that one, it was painful. Whatever it was, it hurt. Because the Ten of Swords, I mean, she's just lying there like, oh, God, just let it be over with. Look at her face. Just no emotion, no nothing. Just let it be done. So whatever he's going through, let him go through it. He's processing it. There's a want there. There's a lot of thought behind it. And he's making his gradual moves. So whatever took place, whether it be a job, a financial situation, definitely in his mind, and he's processing it. Sorry, let me get this one that fell. When I picked up this card, this is what fell on the floor, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So, he has hidden emotions. He's wishing to walk away from a Ten of Pentacles in reverse situation. He may be financially tied to something or someone, and it's whatever it is, it's causing him some inner turmoil. He wants to emotionally walk away from it, whatever it is, whether it be friends, family members, a job, something to that effect. Ten of Pentacles is your, Your Ace of Pentacles is something solid, something stable. It took a long time for him to get all 10 of those pentacles, but for it to be in reverse, it's definitely something that made him unhappy. It wasn't some reverse pentacle is something that's uninvested. It's something that was developed, but now is no longer working. So, or not working at the moment. So, whatever it is, it's his wish to walk away from it. He's wanting to walk away from it. He may have been money centric. He may have been materialistic, or, money. That was his world. That was his thoughts. Okay, if I do this, money. That, money. Even when it came to love, money. It was all circled around money. So that may be what he's walking away from, his ties to his emotional ties to money, because that is definitely maybe one of those ties to why this relationship is in separation. Because his mindset, it wasn't emotional. It might have been emotionally closed off. I don't see any cups. The only cups that I see is the 8 of Cups. And that's walking away emotionally. So in the past, he may have walked away from you emotionally to a 10 of Pentacles in reverse situation. He may have walked away from you to go chase money, and that didn't work out too well. So again, the 5 of Swords, that might have been a selfish move on his part. Let's clarify the 5 of Swords. Yeah, he was selfish, thought he was going to be victorious. What's the Justice? He may also feel like he wants justice done. He wants to take action to get justice, to give justice. He may want to give justice to his feminine. So give me one more for justice. Doesn't want to fight. And want balance in the situation. Wants to take action but not fight. So he may be wanting to pursue his feminine. He doesn't want to argue, or he's tired of the conflict. He wants balance. So that may be his justice for you, feminine. If he does come back, just believe he's not on no, argumentative tip. He's trying to deliver his justice for you and balance out the situation. Now, I'm also reading this another way. He may feel justified about the actions he took and not fighting. He just rather to try and balance the things out himself. Because if he's being selfish and thought he was going to be victorious, or feeling justified about being selfish, he may have took action to try and balance things out, but wasn't successful. That's why he's emotionally walking away. Okay, on to feminine. Give me a sec. I'm sorry. Okay, feminine. 8 of Swords. What's in your head about? Why the 8 of Swords? You don't know which way to go? That's clear. 7 of Cups. Okay. Alright. So, let's start with this. The 8 of Swords with the 2 of Wands. You're in your head. You don't know which way to go. Feminine, you have to make a decision. You have to clear your mind out and figure out which way to go. Do you want to start with your masculine, try and fix this situation, or do you want to go try and find a soulmate? Do you want to be single? Do you want to be alone? Which one do you want? Why are we stuck here? And you got two choices. It's not multiple choices. I don't feel like you have 1,000 choices. If you do, go ahead, pop your collar, player. But if it's not really a choice between people, it's what way do you want to go? How do you want this relationship to be? It could be, you know, do you let your masculine do his things, or do you jump in his face and say, hey, this relationship is annoying me? Do you want to nag? How do you want to do? How do you want to handle this situation? How do you want to handle this relationship? Whatever it is in your life that you are confused about and not sure, take the time to weigh your options, clear your mind. You can't spin the same ideas over and over again. And if it does take that extra step to communicate with somebody outside of your masculine, go ahead and do so, because it may sound funny when you say it to somebody else. If you say, oh, well, I really like my masculine, but he got somebody else, and he hasn't been emotionally available. And how does that sound to you when you say it out loud? Okay, well, the mental entrapment and the Two of Wands, it should make it a lot easy for you. If he's not ready, he's not ready. Same goes with masculine. If you are having anxiety and all this other stuff, it may not be the best idea to approach your feminine, because your feminine has her own mental confliction going on. So please, both counterparts, be accountable for how you're feeling and how you approach your counterpart, because it's a reflection on how the relationship is going to go. So if he's over here in this, in the Nine of Swords, depressed, bored, confused, in pain, emotionally walking away from stuff, hey, is that something you want to be in, feminine? Is that something you really want to be in? Take a look at it and make your choice. Pick your wand. Seven of Cups. You got your Seven of Cups here, your confusion, your illusions, your options, emotional confusion. There may be some healing needed. You may be looking for an apology and wanting to put in work into this relationship. We have the Four of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. You may want to put in the work. Divine Feminine, I'm feeling like that's like an apology. You feel like apologizing. I'm not quite sure what the apology is for. Whether it be for your masculine or for yourself to apologize to your masculine, but I feel like you're confused. Maybe your masculine came in and apologized, working on healing the situation and putting in work. So you may be confused about the way he came in. It may be something along that lines to where you don't know how to perceive it. You don't know if he's really back, because this may be visible to you as well. He may not be talking about it, but it may be visible to you. So a lot of divine feminines are intuitive. They are empathic, and they do feel their counterparts' energy. So it may be very, very confusing to you, which is why this was here. And these are to clarify that. You're not sure. You don't know what he apologized for. He might have just said, I'm sorry, and didn't clarify anything and just started to work on stuff. Hoping to heal the situation, but that it may be a resting period. You may be confused about the resting period and what you need to work on and what you need to apologize about. You may owe your masculine apology. Based on this, I feel like you might have got reckless at the mouth, because the King of Swords in reverse is mean and sharp-tongued and cold and kind of calculating and manipulative also. So I don't know if that's in the past, because I'm not feeling that in the present. I'm not feeling that in the present. I feel like that's totally in the past. As far as that scenario, if this is in the present, I'm feeling like you're not communicating. You're not being logical. You're not communicating properly. The King of Swords again is the best communicator. Up in reverse, not the best communicator, not using logic, not using mental clarity, nothing. None of those good qualities that the King of Swords entails. So let's clarify that. What's the King of Swords? Not trying to change. What is it that you're not trying to change? What came out with that? Okay. Give me a minute. Death in reverse. Non-transformation. Okay, so you might have went off on your this is what I got. You might have went off on your masculine because he came back unchanged and not trying to nurture the situation, but you went to go work on your money. You went to go nurture yourself. You're the nurturer. You're the one who's stable. You're the rock. It seemed like he approached you and you let him have it, and because he didn't change, he came back not changing. Feminine, this may be you may not have changed. You might not have taken steps to transform the situation as well, because if your masculine's over here going through things, and he may have approached you for nurturing and he didn't get anything out of the situation, you bit his head off. Not saying you per se, but it might have been, he might have felt verbally attacked, and that may have been you guys' problem in the past, to where he didn't feel like he could be vulnerable with you. He wasn't nurtured at the end of the day. But if it was that your masculine came back not thinking things through, not being logical, he wasn't changed, he wasn't healed, in that scenario, I feel like you went to go work on your money. Let's clarify the Tower. Hidden emotions. Yeah, he was hiding his emotions. A little epiphany. You might have had an epiphany, internal Tower, that he was hiding emotions. You also may be hiding emotions. The wanted warrior and decision. There's trying to excuse me. You have hidden emotions that weren't discussed or shown, because you might have came in, been there is a whole face in that moon. Never saw the face in the moon. So yeah, I feel that I'm getting the same thing now. Even that I see the face, hidden emotions. I'm not necessarily getting secrets as I do in that one, but this is hidden emotions, persevering to make a decision. So you need to push through this. You can't just jump out of the situation like, oh, that's it, okay, I'm done. No, you need to persevere and go through this situation. That may be been an epiphany, or it may be an upcoming Tower moment, because you can't just quit the counterpart, and the counterpart can't just quit you. So, Divine Feminine, you got some decisions to make. It reminds me of Lucy. Lucy got some splaining to do. Okay, so there may be some conflict with. I'm feeling For those of you whose divine masculine is in another situation, with the third party, karmic, whatever you want to call it, there's some conflict about that. Because I'm getting options and that in and out. So whatever he has going on, or even it could be you may have inner conflict about your options and you being a player, or your options that you do have being in and out of your life, even including your masculine. So take the time. As far as judgment on the options, everybody got options. More than one option. If you want your counterpart, got your counterpart. Go get your counterpart. If you want the people in the streets, get the people in the streets. But you gotta make a decision, feminine. You gotta make a decision. These cards are gonna fly around for me. Okay. So you want to talk to your divine masculine. And it seems like you want to talk to your divine masculine about the burdens of being independent. You may not want to be independent no more. You may feel like it is a burden being independent from him. You may want to have that conversation and be like, hey, especially if you have kids, be like, hey, I need help with the kids. This is a burden. I need you to step it up and yada, yada, yada. But I will give this: be careful on the approach. Based on this, the divine feminine side and the divine masculine side, be careful with your approach to the masculine, because he may just shut all that down and feel justified to continue to be selfish. And he feels very victorious in being selfish. So be cautious with that, because you may get a snapback. Okay? Emperor, what you... Oh. Okay. So the Emperor, you want to take control in this situation, but you also, that's tying to the communication piece, you may also want to talk to your Emperor about this passionate new beginning that you guys are, some of you guys are obsessed with it. You guys are feeling tied and bound to it. Like, hey, I'm right here. I can't go nowhere. Divine is blocked. Other counterparts, whatever the situation may be, you may be obsessed with it to start this new beginning and collaborate. So the choice would be to collaborate or be left out in the cold. You have two options. Again, decisions are needing to be made by the divine feminine in these scenarios. I feel like masculine has decisions made up in his mind. Feminine, I need a decision. I need to be seeing some clarity on this side. I'm not seeing too much clarity, okay? Let's go ahead and get this wrapped up and do the mutual energies. Get some clarifiers. This deck is dead. Let's try a different one for the mutual energies. Eight of Cups. You guys may be thinking about emotionally walking away from this for the moment. It doesn't mean forever. You can't quit the journey. You can't quit your counterpart. They will come back like a rash. So, you guys may be wanting to walk away. But let's get one more for that. Another one. Just in case. Okay. Okay, so you guys feeling like y'all need to walk away from each other to nurture the situation because there's some toxicity in between you guys need to decide on a path on how to proceed. You may want to invest in yourself, and both of you guys may be wanting to nurture yourselves. This queen can take care of herself. Okay, this queen is nurturing. This queen is about her money. This queen is independent. This queen is stable. So both of you guys mutually may be thinking hierophant, having a higher knowledge to emotionally walk away from each other for the time being, because you guys need to nurture finances, may need to nurture self, may need to nurture your independent self, because there is some toxicity, there is some energy of being tied and bound and just held down. That was down here in you, in your energy, feminine. To choose a path, choose a direction, choose which way does this relationship go. But you guys both want to move forward. So how do you guys want to move forward mutually? Or current energy about moving forward. Let's see. What's the current energy to move forward? Temperance. You want to balance this out. You want to mellow out the hot and the cold. You want to move forward in temperance, patience. Okay, what's the Ten of Wands about? That popped me right in the nose. Ten of Wands. You may feel like again, this relationship being a burden right now. You may not be able to take this on. Feminine, you may not be in an emotional space or a mental space to take this on. Yes, this is your Ten of Cups. Yes, both of you guys feel like it's a burden. Both of you guys feel like it's your Ten of Cups, which is the happy family, happy life, happy house, happy everything. Happy, 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 good. Emotionally fulfilled, emotionally there. The Ten of Wands is your burden. It may feel like this relationship is a little heavy right now. I wouldn't take it that way, honestly. That's why you guys are doing the healthy thing. If you guys aren't together or spending time or talking, communicating, it might be the best thing at this point until things temper themselves out. Okay, what's the Death card about? Ten of Swords is a painful ending. Wanted to transform this situation. That's why you guys walked away. It's just confirming just the walk away part of why you guys are in separation, as well as what you guys need to be taking a look at during this separation. Feminine, what's your approach at your masculine? Is it balanced? Is it equal? Is it fair? We can see masculine, same thing on both sides. Is it equal? Is it fair? Are you coming in only in swords energy? I don't know. Feminine, you may be coming in with a lot of confusion, a lot of indecisiveness. There's that moon again. We had 3 decks. That moon come out 3 times. Here we go again. One more. Hopefully this is the last one that falls. Okay. So, we had the Moon, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. And in hermit mode, you may be thinking about the hidden emotions, trying to persevere, getting your money up. Again, I'm feeling like both on masculine and feminine side, maybe wanting to build their money back up. I'm feeling the Ten of Pentacles in reverse as a total loss. So I'm feeling he may be a little bit emotional about that. So in this energy, I'm getting the King and Queen of Pentacles up here somewhere. Yeah, there's the Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles there, counterparts. Queen of Pentacles over there. Maybe trying to become stable. grounded, because the King of Pentacles is your grounded energy as well. He is also good with finances, but he's also the leader, the head of the household, the foothold, the rock. So you guys may be working on that, but trying to persevere throughout all this hidden emotion and drowning in feelings and whatnot. That may be a part of what's going on with you guys mutually within the connection. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, not really progressing or moving forward. Yeah, this confirms what I said. Sorry, I'll get back to that. But the bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles, putting in the work. So you guys may be working hard to get finances up, both counterparts. So feminine, if your money looking funny, even if it is not looking funny, it may not be where you want it to be, and you may be trying to build that up. And same goes for your masculine. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands. So you want a passionate new beginning and making a decision about this relationship, this connection, how to proceed, how to make it stable. You want passion in the beginning, but you're not quite sure. You both blocked from making a decision. Both not seeing a way to stabilize this. The way to stabilize it and move forward is temperance. You had temperance and the chariot. You had the chariot and the clarified by the temperance. Move forward, balance yourself out. There is no relationship without balance. If one person is getting more than the other, or however the scales are balanced, whether it be emotional, financial, whatever the case may be, it is going to be a struggle. It is going to be something that is going to be difficult, but you guys also can overcome it by balancing the situation. So if you're taking more than you are giving, stop taking as much. Try not. Don't reject your partner. Don't be all, oh, I don't want that, or negative about it. But at the end of the day, I feel like this can be overcome. Masculine has to have a shift in energy. Feminine, you got to make a decision. Mutually keep the balance, okay? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you.